What is up, everyone? Hey, fam. How's it going? Uh, as I said earlier, welcome to the chat, Comic Fam. Remember to stay nerdy and enjoy the show. We're lagging. I think we're back. Welcome to the chat, Comic Fam. Remember to stay nerdy and enjoy the show. Awesome to have you, and awesome to have Alex. How's it going?
Hello, it's going good. Still stuffed from yesterday.
What was that?
I said I'm still stuffed from yesterday.
Oh, for sure. It,
Oh yeah.
it was like one nonstop feast. We did because of how naps work and all of that with kids and families coming in, and pretty much all of our extended family has young children or our grandparents of young children. Um, so we had Thanksgiving dinner as a Thanksgiving lunch at like 11:30, to which we then
Wow, that's
ate for
early.
about an hour, watched football, had some dessert about an hour later, and then chilled, played some board games while watching football, then went back and had more dinner that was just basically leftovers.
Oh wow, that sounds fun.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
for
good.
me, we just prepared whatever food. We started cooking because we prepped the day before. We
Okay.
cooked the rest. Well, my mom got up early, did the turkey, so that was done. Then we had a little. Um, then we cooked a lot of stuff. We cooked the mashed potatoes last, and then to keep everything warm towards the like when we actually ate, we ate like at 4:30. We had like little burners and everything going in foil trays. So it wasn't that many people. Just my intermediate family, which was my mom, dad, brother, and sister,
That's
and
awesome though.
Nutmeg, my dog, and my sister's girlfriend. She came over, um, and she had Thanksgiving with us with her dog too, Coda. It was fun. It was really fun. We ate. We watched Cruella on Disney
Oh,
Plus.
such a good movie.
I don't know. It is really better than I thought, to be honest. Better than I thought.
Agreed.
And then we relaxed for like an hour and a half, let our stomach settle. Then we came back down to have some Costco pumpkin pie and homemade cookies that my sister made the day before. And then
Okay.
we played Super Smash Bros. On
Nice.
my sister's girlfriend's Switch that she bought because she
Okay.
told us earlier, like, cause I mentioned something, cause oh yeah, cause I mentioned that there was a comic at my Comic Con that I went to last weekend.
Yep.
There was a Super Smash Bros. Tournament, $1,000 grand prize, and then that's what she said. Oh, yeah, I got Smash with you. Want to play? Oh my god, yes! Because I've been playing it like in so long. And let me tell you,
100%.
like if you're not used to the Switch controllers, have you
Mm-hmm.
ever played Nintendo Switch?
Yep.
Like they're so small. Like oh shit, I was getting my ass whooped. I was like, I can't do this.
They are so small,
Yeah,
and it's insanity
yeah.
because it's nothing like the old school N64 controllers,
Oh yeah, I remember playing on those.
where you could either hold like the two sides or the outers,
Yeah,
or left and right, or left and outer right, or center and outer right, left and right, left and center. It was
yeah.
crazy
It's rough.
depending on
Even
who you played against and whatnot.
yeah, even the Wii controllers were really good.
Yeah.
Cause like we used to have a game, the Super Smash Bros. On Wii,
Okay.
but that's a weird. I say used to because for the life of us, we do not know what happened to it. Like one day we couldn't find. Like we don't know what happened. Like, even when we moved, like we like would pack stuff and like look through everything, we couldn't find this. Like it just disappeared. Is the craziest shit ever. And when we want to go back to finding it to like buy it, it's like $50 plus.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah.
anyway, like I got used to,
100%.
I got used to the controller. Started whooping people's butts, and I
I
lost.
think
Like
one of the hardest ones for Wii or for Switch that I've found is, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but Mario Kart, because it's so small, you're like this, and especially for like me with big hands, it like the controller just feels absolutely tiny, like it is
Oh
small as
yeah.
can be. So I was
Oh
so
yeah.
glad that when I got the Switch for my wife, because I think we bought it, or I bought it 2 Christmases ago for her, and I was so glad that I found one. But it came with one of the bigger controllers, so you could put the
Oh.
controller in it. And it's like, okay, we understand that this is a problem because the controller's so small. Let's come out with a bigger controller that you put the small controller into. That was weird, but
Yeah, yeah, it is small. Like my brother is almost 6 feet. He's 5'11".
okay,
I only mentioned that because like he like has big hands. Generally, like taller people have bigger hands.
yeah,
Like it was funny watching him because he's never played Switch before. He had his. He looked like as if Shaq was drinking a regular water bottle. Like, have you seen that video?
yep.
Yeah, like how it's fucking tiny he makes it look. Like it was like that. I was like, oh my god. It was funny. It was like I know I don't have big hands, but for me, it's so small.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's the perfect part. If you've never seen that, you
It
got to
was
go check
fun.
it out because it is so funny
Yeah,
watching Shaq drink out of a tiny water bottle.
yeah, you gotta watch it. Like it's like regular size water bottle. Like I know this is bigger than normal size, but just some reference. Like this
Yep.
looks like big. Fucking Shaq would make this look like small. And it's funny because like I also have the mini water bottles, like the eight
Yep.
ounce ones, Arrowhead.
Yep.
Oh my god, I can just imagine like Shaq just like it looking like an ant to him. Like what?
How do you even
That's
take
what
this
came into my.
top off?
He probably just takes it, just whips it like. Here's the cube. Like I have a charger cube. I bet anything that small water bottle would look like this, like with him drinking it.
Yep.
You
Oh,
guys gotta check that video
100%.
out. Check the video out if you haven't seen it. It's funny.
So let's take a second to all chill at the Comics Lounge, our weekly Comics Lounge.
I have me on the record saying to you, take a chill pill. Okay? I don't need to take a chill pill. Here. Right there. Down the hatch.
I really don't want to take the chill pill.
Attaboy. Good. Now, chill.
Okay.
I always like watching that.
Oh, for sure. And so we wanted to start this conversation. Unfortunately, Rad Dad Reviews couldn't be here, but he was able to record a video. So I'm going to start with that, and then we will get into our conversation about the process, when to slab, how to slab, what you need to do, what you need to know, and then what I went through, kind of starting off for the very first time, what I was kind of thinking, okay, what do I need to look for and all that. And Alex will be giving his opinions on that too. Alex, how many slab books do you have right now?
I only have one.
One? Okay.
Yeah.
So, but
So I'm
still,
like, I guess I'll get the newbie. I'll get the newbie perspective on slabs.
there you go. And then I don't have a ton. I've got probably 15 to 20.
Oh, that's
3
time.
of them I'm giving away as our 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and then so 2 will be in one mystery box, and then 1 will be in another mystery box, as well as a third mystery box full of some really awesome comics. Not going to say what those are because they're mystery boxes, but they'll be when we hit the monetization level. But here is Rad Dead Review's take on his own experience with slabbing.
Sup, fellow smashers. Red Hulk Dead here, also known as Gamma Stands. I was asked to join and give my thoughts on slabbing. First question was, when do you prefer to slab? Well, me personally, it's key issues or for protection purposes. If it's a key, I'll probably slab it, especially if it's Hulk. Go figure. But there are certain covers that I like I do enjoy my virgin covers, so those certain ones I will slab, or I would like to get slabbed. It depends on the key too. Like if it's something that's good for a nest egg, or if it's just better to keep it raw. It really just depends. For me specifically, sometimes it's for profit. Like my first set of slabs that I'm sending out, I do plan, or the first set of slabs that I sent out. Some may be for profit. We'll see. I am trying to reduce just to my bulk PC. So that's kind of my perspective on that. And I don't know. Okay, so it's kind of up and down with CGC and cbcs. Originally, I wanted to go through cbcs because they were faster, but the first set that I sent in are taking a lot longer than I expected. But overall, CGC has that aesthetic look, but I do have to give credit to the slabbage, the slab protector, the tombstone that CBCS has, because when I'm making my stands, CBCS lights up so much better than CGC's, but it's thinner. I'm more concerned about it breaking. CGC is a nice, thick. Plus, you have the option of customization, which I guess CBCS has opened up to some slight customization, but I think it does look pretty cool with CGC slabs when it comes to like an image next to its grading. I think that's great. I can't remember off the top of my head what that specifically is called. It's not a remark, but it's something else. But overall, I do like the aesthetic of CGC over CBCS, but CBCS seems a little better when it comes to grading, at least from what I'm seeing. So hopefully that sheds a little light on the subject for you guys, in my opinion. So to recap, CGC, more aesthetically pleasing. CBCS, however, better LED, light absorption, I would say. And my reasons behind slabbing is either for protecting that specific book that I came across. Likely it will be a Hulk slab or a Hulk book in general, but I do like my Virgin variants, so it's kind of up in the air there, but I do really like my covers. So yeah, that being said, I guess you would say I'm your stereotypical guy, but I don't really do it for the profit. I do it for the collection. I just know that it's worth a lot to me. It may not monetarily be worth a lot of money, but I'm not always looking to flip them. Sometimes I'm looking to hold on to them. Sometimes I'm looking to hold on to them for my kid, have them be able to flip this later. But I don't really have much more on the subject than that, but I hope it helped open the eyes or close them. I don't know. Depends. But I enjoyed getting my points across, and I hope you enjoyed what I said. Deuces. Hulk smash.
So what he said right about
It
here.
helped open the eye. Sometimes I'm looking to hold on to them. Sometimes I'm looking to hold on to them for my kid, have them be able to flip this later. But
that is like the perfect way to say it. When I first got into slabbing, the first 4 slabs I ever sent off were 2 to CBCS and 2 to CGC. It was a Flash 750. Actually, 2 of them were a Flash 750s that I sent off, 1 to CGC, 1 to CBCS, to see the difference between CGC and CBCS. And I'll get into that in a minute. The other one was the first appearance of Omega Red, X-Men number 4. And the third one was another one to CBCS, and it was Venom 27, the Scon variant with Null with the Infinity Gauntlet. And every one of those books came back at 9/8. So that was my first time ever slabbing comics. The first comic I ever slabbed, or the first slabbed comic I ever owned, was Nova number 1 at an 8.0. And I bought that at auction. I paid like $66 in an auction, and it was worth $150. So made out like gangbusters on that. But, and I wasn't planning to even go that high, and I was so glad when the bidding kind of just like stopped. I was so happy for that because I knew Nova was coming to the MCU within the next few years, and this was probably 2 years ago now that I bought that first slab, and it's like a tattoo. As soon as you have one, you want more. But when I sent off those first,
with less pain though,
a little bit. Well, there's more emotional pain with slabbing. So when I sent off those books, I was nervous because I wanted all of them to come back at 9/8, of course, because I'm like, okay, if they don't come back, Thor 5 was the other one I sent off with that. So it was 5 books. And my goal was to do 2 things. Keep the 2 Flash 750s, one as a giveaway and one as my own, whichever one I liked best. Venom 27 was staying in the personal collection because I love the Infinity Gauntlet and I love that variant. And then I also loved the fact that I got to see the difference between CGC and CBCS with the same book. So that way there was no bias between the 2 books that were in the slabs, that it was purely based on the slabs and the grades. And like I said, both of those came back 9/8. You can check out that video. It's probably almost a year ago now. But most importantly, I got to see what I was going to start doing with slabs. And I pissed off some people in the process, I'll admit. And I knew that I was going to be selling the Omega Red. I didn't want it. It was a mystery box win. I'm not a huge X-Men fan. I had really almost no clue who Omega Red in the grand scheme of things was. I had heard of him before, obviously, and seen him in different iterations, but I didn't care about him. He's not a character that I have a personal connection to, so I didn't want to keep that book. That was going to be the way that I paid for the other 4 slabs I was sending off. So I totally understand where Rad Dad Reviews is coming from, because that's how I kind of got into slabbing, was slab what you love and slab something that's worth something that you don't and sell it to pay for the others. And that's what I did. I ended up making 150 raffling off the Omega Red, and that ended up paying for the other ones that I had sent off and gave me a little bumper to then slab more books. What's up, Hoarders?
Hi, Hoarders. I guess we know what kind of comics you slab.
I don't think you want to know what kind of comics he slabs.
I was thinking Looney Tunes, but
I was thinking Herogasm.
Two different ends of the spectrum, guys and ladies. Oh no, that's right. Hoarders loves it raw. I mean, loves
the mood lighting. I didn't realize that you didn't slab anything, Hoarders. And I would love to hear what you mean, unless I have to. What does that mean?
I guess if somebody asks him to, can you please slab it? Oh wait, we're talking about comics.
Slab, not slap. Slab.
Oh. With Hoarders, it could be either one.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, but I like what Wild Hawk was saying and everything.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you, Wild Hawk, Dad. Yeah,
Yep.
for sharing your opinions.
Yeah, that was
Interesting.
awesome.
I
I
love
really
it.
appreciate
I
you
love
sent
how
that in.
I love how you were talking about like the differences between CBCS and CGC, like which ones work for lighting, which ones he felt had more protection and everything. I like how
Yeah.
he broke that down. That was really cool.
So which one do you like better? Have you seen both?
No, I only have a CGC.
Okay.
But I have not seen both though. Actually,
So
that's a lie. I seen both because at the Comic Con I went to, they were selling slabs, and some of them were CBCS. Um, they look nice. I like how like each one presents itself
yeah.
and everything. I do like how CGC like some of them have like personal like labels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
I think CBCS has that too. I'm not
They
quite
do?
sure.
Oh.
I've never gotten that before, and I don't quote me on that because I really don't think they do. But I think they were getting into it, or they wanted to, or something.
Oh.
But CGC kind of had the market cornered on that.
Yeah, because so far I've only
So
seen it with CGC with
same
like,
here.
like you can see it with a Hulk. Like, oh, sweet, that'd be cool to see like have a Hulk on there or Wolverine on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see the difference. Like sometimes one presents better than the other. But
Mhm.
personally, from what I've seen, like I could go either way.
Okay.
Like if I really really wanted that that like personalized label with the character on it, then yeah, I would go
Yeah.
with CGC. Unless CBCS has them. But personally, for me, I think because I'm so new to it, and I think for me, like budget wise, I would go with CBCS.
This is really cool. Sorry to interrupt. I don't
no,
think
no,
I've ever
it's great,
seen
it's good.
someone do that before. I like buying slabs, cracking them, pressing the books to make them look better, then not reslabbing. I keep the old slab label with the book though.
Hmm.
That's really cool. I've
That's
never
really
heard of
cool.
anyone doing that. Usually when people crack a slab, they send it off and have it cleaned and pressed, and then it goes to CGC right after. So that's interesting, Hoarders. I really like that. Very cool. And then Hoarders also said pure preservation. When I'm worried anymore, taking out of the bag to look at could cause irreversible damage. Totally agree. That makes total sense.
Yeah, like those some comics that I have, I want to preserve.
Yeah.
That's like because like I like looking at them because some covers are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to, or now like I want to preserve my Alien #1 from Marvel from the 2021.
The Scotty
series.
Young or the cover A?
Cover A. Cover A looks
Okay.
like it could be a variant in itself.
Yeah.
That one was just like, yes. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh shit. I went back to get to get another Alien one. And you know what? Like after seeing it in person, actually no, I didn't go back. It was after I was checking out, I saw it, they had it on hold for me. Like,
Okay.
I looked at it, like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna open this. I went back to get. I went like, can you hold on to this? So I went back to the wall and got another one.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't get the Scotty Young one because at the time when because earlier this year that I started going into comic shops again.
Yeah.
And I realized, oh wow, these new books are expensive. So I was on a budget at that time, so I only got like that one, and I think I got just another #1. So I forgot which one I chose, but I knew it wasn't Scotty Young, and I kind of regret not spending that extra money because the next week I went back, they were all gone. I was like, oh.
So I slab pretty much for 3 different reasons.
Mhm.
One being what Rad Dad Hawk was saying, like slabbing to have my kids have a book that's preserved, and somewhere down the line might be worth something. You never know. Like that was basically why I slabbed this Peach Momoko cover. Amazing Spider-Man 71.
Damn.
Because somewhere down the line, Peach's artwork is going to be big. It's going to be huge, and her covers are going to start fetching big dollars. She is a phenomenal artist, and personally, I would even say a really good writer. not a phenomenal writer, but she is doing a pretty good job with what she's been working on.
That's Demon Days, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was a fan of it. Not again, like I said, not a huge fan. I did appreciate that they were one shots because then you don't have to really dive into too much. It's kind of like, let me see what she's into. Like, what is she talking about? What is she working through and all of that? The other reason that I slab is to preserve a book that has a beautiful cover with an artist that I'm a huge fan of. So one of my big artists that I'm a huge fan of is Patrick Gleason. And his variant covers lately have been absolutely phenomenal. I've got 2 of his books slabbed right now. I'm probably going to be sending off 2 Amazing Spider-Man 55s, the red and the blue cover. I might send off my black cover. It has a fingerprint damage on it. I want to see, 1, can it be cleaned and pressed? And 2, what grade it would come back as, just for the hell of it. I would be fine spending $25, whatever it is, to do that. I know that's probably something that a lot of people would say, don't waste your money. It's going to come back shit. But I'm curious. I want to know what it would come back as if that's the only flaw. And I also want to see how well it can be cleaned up. But I'm nervous to bring it into my LCS because I don't want to look like the biggest tool and noob in the world. So
you're afraid that you bring in like, man, look at this guy.
Exactly. This guy's the one that has that comic channel, and this is how he treats his comics.
He's going like they're like talking to customers, hey, see that guy over there? Me, look at him. Look at how he has his comics.
So this is the Gleason variant for Black Panther 25.
That one's amazing.
Legacy.
I love that one.
Legacy number 197.
Yeah, I'm still not ordering that one. I thought about it and I didn't. I ordered Peach Momokas though. I didn't order that one.
I love the back cover.
I know.
Like,
I love
these
the web.
Stormbreaker backs are just so cool. If I didn't have it in a slab, I would have it in a clear comic board for sure. So that's that one. And then the last reason that I slab is to preserve a key comic for if I want to sell it later on. This one I probably won't. This is one that I kind of invested in for my son to have. My wife,
book?
It's not. My wife bought it on a whim. She said, I heard like this book has a really cool cover. And I said, well, it's supposed to be popping lately, or soon. Should we get it? And she said, sure, why not? It was $30 raw. I sent it off. It came back at a 9.8. It's the very first appearance of
I always love
the
that
Illuminati.
cover.
And I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Illuminati. I think it's going to be big in the MCU very soon. So this is preserving a key comic. I know it's not a Silver Age or Bronze Age key comic, but that's what that book back there is for, right there. The first appearance of Carnage. But this is kind of why I like to slab, is to preserve covers of keys and books that are just phenomenal with artists that I love.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good reasons. Yeah, for me, like, I think my reasons, I haven't slabbed anything yet, but I'm going to. So saving up is to like covers I like and books I know that are big money that I know I probably won't find another one for a good price. I bought the first one. Like the Moon, I'm lucky I have a newsstand Moon Knight #1.
Nice.
And that one's like really good. I remember like, wait, this is, I looked at it, oh wait, it's a newsstand. But yeah, it's like that one I know I got for a cheap deal, but I know they're going up now because like the Moon Knight series and everything. So like I know I'm not gonna get another one. So and I'm gonna buy the Moon Knight Omnibus soon, so I can read it without opening that one. But I like the cover because it's purple and everything. I always like those covers, so I will preserve that one or anything that has signatures on it. Because like this weekend, I got my first signatures ever, meaning actual comic book artist. So I'm gonna like slab my Venom Lethal Protector now. I'm so glad I didn't slab it before because I was going to slab it and like, thank God I waited to get it signed. So I'm gonna have that slab and any other things I had signed. Yeah, and let's preserve other things. That
Do you have any books off at CGC or CBCS right now?
No, not
Okay.
yet. I was waiting until like 2022 or the new year.
Yeah.
Because by then I'll have like things saved and saved and everything. So yeah,
Yep.
like one of the books I'm gonna get slabbed. Sorry, I'm scooting. Sorry if I'm weird. I picked it up at the Comic Con, and I just love the way it presents. And
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna get this one slabbed.
Very cool.
It's like I think it's a really cool cover. It's really nice condition. And personally, I'm not gonna resell it because personally I love Wolverine. I always thought he was a cool character and everything. So that's why I'm gonna slap some things, and it's for my personal collection as well. Because I think it'd be cool to have graded comics. Because I always thought they would look good. Even since I was a kid, I've always seen advertisements as like graded comics, and I always thought they would look so cool.
See, and I had no idea they existed until I started collecting.
Yeah,
honestly.
And it's like I think they're really cool. So I would like to do it.
What's up, Cali Comics?
Hi,
I
Cali
think you're
Comics.
new to the channel. I've never seen you around before, so welcome.
Welcome.
Right now we're talking about when to slab, when do you slab. I've been talking kind of, I like to slab when a book is just a really nice cover, whether it's modern or old, and I want to preserve it. The one rule that I had when I was starting off was I never slab a book that if I were to sell it, I can't get back the money on it, if that makes sense. So if I buy a book for $20 and I send it off to CGC for $20, $25, I should be able to sell it for at least $50.
Yeah, I heard like don't slab anything unless you can make half of what you spent on it if you go to sell it. Just to break even.
Otherwise, it stays in the PC.
Yeah, like for me, like I'm only gonna sell for PC, not sell. I'm only gonna slap a PC. Yeah. Is it true? On very quick, I meant to mention like when at the Comic Con, I heard the conversation that CGC is now a year out for your orders. Is that true?
I heard the complete opposite, that they were caught up on orders and that everything that was backlogged has officially been opened and scheduled for grading.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
so
I'm still
to hear that. I was like, whoa.
So
like, wow.
I got really lucky. They accidentally opened, because I send my stuff off through my local comic shop. I don't send anything off myself. One, I don't trust myself. And two,
that's a good reason.
$12, I can get it cleaned, pressed, and then for the $25 that my local comic shop charges me, I send it right off. What's up, Joe? Happy Friday. Happy post-Turkey Day. Hope your football teams won if they were playing. I also witnessed signed slab as well. It's good proof. Yeah, for sure. But the biggest thing is like with CGC and CBCS, I got really lucky. I sent 5 books. Actually, those 5 books that I have right here, it's 2 Venom 200s and the 3 that I showed you. I sent all of them off at the end of September and got them back the second week in October this year.
Damn, that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, because
compared to what I've been doing.
Yep, my LCS accidentally, well, they sent it off as express. There was a group of express books in a different box, and it all arrived at the same time. And I guess once a box is opened, they have to grade it. They can't close it back up. They have to account for those books immediately and start grading them and stuff. So all 5 of those books got accidentally express graded.
So lucky.
And sent back. Yeah, exactly.
They're probably thinking like, shit.
Meanwhile, the ones that are sitting at CBCS since June are still there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But those are also, so one was sent off, I want to say June. The other one was sent off end of June, beginning of July. And they're both, one is a witnessed signature or a COA signature. That's why it got sent to CBCS. And the other one is the sketch cover that my local artist did.
That one's that's a good cover.
Yeah.
I saw it. When you showed it, it's like, that's good.
Oh, not that one.
Oh, I was like, whoa, that's different.
This one.
I mean, look at Spidey. Look at those abs.
The abs, there you go. That's what I got it for.
Yeah, like Chris is like, screw Black Cat, screw Mary Jane. I just want to see that Spidey bulge. I'm just kidding. Like bulging out his suit. And the artist's like, you sure? It's like, no, like just to be safe, I'm gonna add the two ladies.
Tier was modern. It was this stack of slabs that I was showing off.
Oh yeah, quick question. Are the tiers the same for both CGC and CBCS? Or are the tiers like different?
I believe so. I want to say they both have a modern, they both have silver, bronze, or it's bronze and modern. I think silver is separate, and then anything past like 55 is completely separate. There's a whole book you can buy on grading guides and whatnot, but yeah, it's pretty expensive. I will say that. So my channel sponsor Chet decided, he was like, well, why don't you come look at this book and you can take it home, read it for a week or two. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Chris out there with his scanners, like scan.
But I'm like, yeah, go right at, like, I'd love to take that home. That'd be cool. I'm definitely on board with that. I would love to see what it's all about, because one of the biggest things that I never realized is there are 5 different CGC labels.
Oh yeah, because isn't it like
Yeah.
I want to try to get this. I want to try based on memory. It's like regular, which is the blue, signature.
Yep.
Restored.
Yep.
I forgot the other two. Because I know I could tell the colors. It's blue, yellow, green, red.
Is there a red?
Yeah, I seen a red one. I looked at something else.
Well, I don't think there's a red anymore. There might have. I think red might have been the old green.
Oh, then
correct me if I'm wrong, chat.
Let me
but
look it up.
So green is qualified, meaning if there was no problem with the story or with anything, it would have gotten a blue label. And then gold is pedigree. So it was owned by someone who had a really famous comic shop or anything like that.
Oh, here we go.
I have a pedigree book, but don't know if it's worth the money for the label change. I don't know. I think it depends on the pedigree of it.
Yeah. We have universal label, which is blue.
Yep.
Signature series label, yellow. Qualified label, green. Restored label is purple.
Yep.
Pedigree label is gold.
I think there was a red label because I know what you're talking about. I have seen them before.
Yeah, I've seen them before. I'm trying to look, see if they have it. Maybe was that a cbcs thing then?
It might be. The one thing that I'm kind of pissed about is the qualified label. So the qualified label comes out when there's a signature on the cover, because CGC does not verify signatures. They have to be witnessed by CGC, which sucks. Which is, again, why my 2 books are at CBCS, also because I like their slab just a little bit more. Oh, red was the original blue. Interesting.
Oh, there we go. I just read an article. There's no more red labels.
It is worth it for the new pedigree label, especially if it is an old pedigree and a clean and press will help. True. But so how much is a pedigree label versus a regular label? That's what I'm kind of curious about. But anyways, so one of the biggest things with grading that I've found is that green label. So I just bought an Amazing Spider-Man collection. I'm waiting for it to come in. The guy who I'm buying from is just trying to find the amount of boxes to send it off and whatnot, and all the bubble wrap and all that crap. It's a whole long box and a short box of Amazing Spider-Man. All good stuff. And the first appearance of Hobgoblin is in there, which is a pretty high graded book. If it has one stupid thing inside of it. Tattoos.
I'm sorry, it seems so funny. Like, of all the things to make it valuable, it's the tattoos.
Yeah. Which, of course, if you're thinking way back, oh, Pocan, I don't think I said hi to you, buddy. I'm sorry. If you're looking way back, what the hell were kids doing when that book came out? Taking the tattoos out, putting them on their arm, using the sponge, and having a great fucking time having those fake tattoos on their body. Like, are we really going to downgrade a book because it's missing that?
I'm pretty sure that's what you were doing when you were a kid, Chris.
I was.
You know, all those fake tattoos.
I was, but I wasn't pulling them out of comic books.
I never seen them. I
had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah, like I think the tattoos are becoming like in candies or something like a, or Cracker Jack.
So Hoarders, I saw that. So there's no price difference to grade the book. You're saying, but a pedigree label will fetch a different price at like on eBay and stuff. I've noticed.
Oh, very quick! I found that I think the cbcs have a web label, and that was a signature series when I was reading, and they switched it to yellow.
Okay.
So there was a web.
Very cool.
It's an Uncle Scrooge book. LOL is sitting at a 9.0. I don't know. So I don't know how much value it would add. I'm into the book for $90 at the moment. It's worth more than $100, so the new label would put me in the red on it. Interesting. Is it the?
Kelly, I kind of agree with that. I don't want to be in the red on a book. That Carnage, I was kind of worried about being in the red on because I bought it for $170 right before the movie came out back in January of this year. And then I sent it off and I was worried because there's a little tear, 2 tears actually, that are on the cover where it gets pulled off the press. Luckily, it came back at a 9.6, and at the height of that hype, it was about an $800 book. Right now, it's back down to $400, but I'm still nowhere near upside down on it. And it's Amazing Spider-Man, so it'll be in my collection for the next 1,000 years.
Unless his son sells it.
Yeah.
He's still like, it's some weird looking wet thing. I'm gonna sell it. And then Chris is like,
I'm gonna make sure that's in my will.
He's in a retirement home. And no, like he's like, I feel disturbance in the force.
Yep. I'm gonna come back as the force goes and be like, what the hell did you just do?
Like I may be dead, but you're not too old to get a butt whipping.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, hold on. That brings me up to a very quick anecdote. Have you heard the show Superstore? Chris?
What was that? Sorry.
Oh, have you heard of the show Superstore?
Yes.
Have you watched it all?
A little bit here and there.
Oh.
Typically I watch like all the highlights of it on TikTok and YouTube.
Like I watched it twice. I'm on my 3rd go right now. Okay. It reminds me because this is my funniest thing ever. Because they're having a garage sale in the store, and like Glenn, the old manager, he brings on his stuff and everything. They're going through his box, and Cheyenne and Mateo are going through it. It's funny because Cheyenne's like, what actually comics #1? It's like, man, this is not worth anything. And she whips the cover and like throws it off. And I'm thinking like now like as I'm collecting comics, I was like, oh no! I was like, what the fuck? It's funny because there's also like another thing that they had. Like he had a trading card, I think, of a famous baseball player that's like high up. I'm guessing
Okay.
'cause I had to look it up. Like it's not worth anything. They threw in the trash too. Like everything that Glenn had, there's a lot of money, but to them, because they're not the brightest people, the characters, they
So
think it's worth nothing.
before I get back to the Hobgoblin story, I actually have a story that matches that. My
Oh
buddy
shit!
2 doors down was in Dollar Tree across the street from our house
Uh-huh.
getting some stuff for Thanksgiving, like tablecloths or whatever. And this woman tries to pay with a $60 bill. Now, obviously, today, a $60 bill doesn't exist. Back in the 1920s, there was a silver note $60 bill.
Oh.
That is worth a hell of a lot more than just $60, I guess, today. So he said, it's not fake. Here's $5. Give me that. It's okay. So he paid $5 for $60, basically, and now has this really rare dollar in his coin collection to add to his comic collection.
Oh shit!
Which I also realized that you can grade money.
Yeah,
Like,
you
what in
grade
this world
coins.
cannot be graded? Like, what?
I've seen those. Like they come in like
Mhm.
you would think it's round, but no, it's like
Yeah,
rectangle
it's
shape. Like
yeah.
it's like half of this, half of the length of my phone,
Yep.
graded and pristine coin. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
it's kind
grade
of
like
like this.
coins. Yeah, there we go, there we go. It's like that, like minus like plastic. It's like that.
Yep.
And
So this is just a challenge coin that people trade for who's buying drinks or something, I guess, in the military that I saw. And I'm a huge fan of military planes. My uncle
Yeah.
was in the Air Force. He said that he flew a chair for 22 years.
yeah.
And
I
I'm a
wasn't
huge
laughing at
fan
you. I
of
was
the
laughing.
F-15.
Yeah, I was laughing at Callie's comment. I graded my cat. He only got it at 1.8 purple label.
So does that mean he only has like 8 lives left? If he got a purple label, he's been restored.
sorry, ma'am, or sir. We found that he only has 8 out of 9 lives.
We regret to inform you. Your cat was run over by a car and walked away. But anyways, so back to this hobgoblin.
Oh, he's heavily modified.
So I totally agree. The original packaging should definitely be worth more. I completely agree on that. But I do not believe that you should say that a comic is incomplete just because it's missing a consumable that was inside of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense because I think like when you say a comic's incomplete, you think like a page is missing or
something
like
that affects the story.
The whole story is there.
Yeah.
Just like it's missing something like like one of the annuals I have is Spider-Man annual number 27. Like this is one of the cards that came with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I send it in and they say, "Oh, no card," and it's incomplete, like, but it doesn't contribute anything to the story. It's not like this has like a special panel on the back or something. I do. It does seem weird how I think they could like phrase it a little bit better, like missing collectible tattoos or something in its original packaging.
Yeah. Yeah, a $60 bill printed in 1779 would be worth a lot more than 60. Gray/blue label for conserved. I do kind of like that instead of purple. I think the biggest problem with having the colors so close to each other is when you're buying them on eBay, you could easily miss
sometimes
that.
Especially if someone doesn't have a good lighting.
Yeah.
And this is your cue quiz to advertise your lighting. I'm just kidding. As you from my other sponsor. Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, like that's kind of weird. Like similar.
I'd like to thank the Academy of Black Friday Sales.
Chris had to find an old lady just to get those lights. She needed it to see, but Chris wanted it for his comics, so
Yep.
we all know what was more important.
Hey, she wasn't going to be using them for that long. I'm going to be using those for a while.
Oh my god. Don't worry,
this is the other thing.
Old people, we love you too.
What was the Mark Jewelers insert in that's so important? Is that Hulk 181?
I don't know. There's a lot of Mark Jewelers.
Because it's like it's an insert. Who the hell cares?
Yeah, like I never really understood the Mark Jewelers, like, not craze, but how would I phrase Mark Jewelers importance? Like, yeah, like I never really understood why that was so good. I heard from it could be a little bit like I think they were wear or low point. Oh, it's from military wise.
Yep.
Yeah. Like this, like I saw this Hulk 181 CGC 4.0 Mark Jeweler insert variant white pages. Can you guess how much it is going for, Chris?
How much was it? Or what was the grade?
4.0 Mark Jeweler Hulk 181.
Got to be in the thousands, or at least a few hundred, near to 1,000.
It's going for $5,000 with free
Christ.
shipping. That makes free shipping makes all the difference.
Oh yeah, if I'm paying $5,000, you better throw the shipping for free.
Those wives need shiny shit. AK. Oh, Cali Comics. No, it's 3,000. Oh, thank you, Cali. Thank you very much for telling me, because no one's ever told me what the significance were for military. For Mark Jewelers, I always heard different answers, or they never got to my question during lives.
So there's a modern version of this. In every Marvel book.
Oh yeah, the your online issue.
Yep.
Here's a very funny story before we get into that. You know how they advertise a comic above it? I always thought it meant you get the free comic that's advertised above it, but no, they actually meant the issue that's in your hand. I was so disappointed when I typed in it my first time doing it, and I saw, oh wait. But like all Marvel comics seem to have that, like the online thing.
Yeah. So if I take this out of it, is it now incomplete? Or if I open it up, is it now not going to grade it a 9.8?
Like, how would they know? Like, you could like stick it back on, because it's glossy pages.
Is that restored? Do I get a purple label?
How would they know? Are they going to peel it and enter the code themselves?
This code doesn't work. God damn it.
Yeah, like that. I mean, this is the only reason why I grade modern books, so I can get the free comic.
It's a value stamp.
Is it the issue you have in your hand? Yes, it is.
Yep.
It's a value stamp. I'm going to call bullshit on the $60 bill story.
I would have called bullshit on the $60 bill story if he didn't show me the $60 bill.
Yeah.
He actually, while we were sitting at Thanksgiving dinner at his house, after we had left our house and all of our family left, we wanted to go say hello to them.
Wait, this year, Thanksgiving?
This year.
Oh, wow.
Year.
Oh, wow. This is recent.
He ran up to his safe and grabbed it and was like, this was the bill. I was so excited for it. And someone's like, can I see it? And he's like, no one's touching it.
Porter's just mad because he doesn't have it and he can't pay his strippers. Yep. He can't, because he's like, if I had it, I'll get so many lap dances. I'm sorry, Hoarders.
His Dollar Tree isn't what you think it is.
His Dollar Tree is something else. So you can, with the comic in your hand on your phone after you use your code. Yes, you can, Callie. I've tried it. It is the comic you have. I tried it with my Ultraman #1, the Trial Ultraman #1. It is you have to like get the app that's used for and then you type it in, then you get the automatic code. It's like basically you are reading the comic that you have in your hand digitally.
Yep.
Like, it's kind of weird, in my opinion. I think it would have been better. Oh, yeah, it's a Confederate bill, yeah. But yeah, it's kind of weird because I think it would have been better if it was like the comic that they're advertising above it. Because I know one time it was like, I think it was Planet X-Men, like the newest X-Men or something. It was like a few months ago. It was in a comic, and no. It was Iron Fist Enter the Dragon, and it was advertised. That was the comic advertised above the code in my Ultraman, saying, "Oh, sweet, I could get that comic that they're advertising free." But no, it's not. I think it would have been better if the code was for the comic that they advertised above. I think that would have been really cool. Like a preview, like not really a preview. You get the first issue free.
It'd be cool. But then, how are they going to make money?
Oh, what
will Marvel do?
There's always nerds like us that will buy. Grabbing Black Friday deals? No, not yet.
I was about to go to my local comic shop last night at midnight. They were doing $7 pop figures, and I was just I passed out. I was done. I called it quits.
Before you get anything, it passed. Now they're $50 now, Chris. I'm sorry. And hoarders, how would you know? How would you know this? Is there something you're not telling us? Oh shit! He's Wolverine's stepbrother that no one likes to talk about.
Yeah.
We don't like talking about him.
I can see it. I think Hoarder's got some superpowers up his sleeve. I'm not calling him old. I think he's got some superpowers. Yeah. There's no way you get a collection of 15,000 comics and don't have some kind of superpowers.
Yeah. But Callie, to answer your question, no, not yet. I was going to look at Target. I saw some pretty cool board games that I want to get, like Exploding Kittens. Nice. Exploding Kittens expansion pack. They have have you heard of that game before? Exploding Kittens, Chris? Oh, it's a fun board game. It's funny. it's kind of funny. No, not kind of. It is funny. Kind of morbid, but it's funny. It's worth it. And this one comes with a wearable cone of shame. So I want to know what that is about. It's $7. Originally, I think like $15, $16. Yeah. So about half off. So I'm gonna order it with and plus I have credit on my Target card, so I'm not really spending my money really in a way.
No, it's really awesome because you kind of get to see a whole different side of people. We went out Black Friday shopping today, and it was so funny because we're at Best Buy. There's only 4 cash registers because obviously they have the cash registers spread around the store, but no one uses those because they're bouncing from section to section. And so we had to pick up a security camera for my grandmother, a gift for my brother for my grandmother to get for him, and then also we ended up buying there was some other thing in that stack of shit that we bought at Best Buy that was so important that we needed. Oh shit, my wife's gonna kill me if she sees this. It was her vlog setup.
Well, I'm gonna hear your wife.
It was not a piece of shit. It wasn't a piece of shit. I promise.
She's like, "What'd you say, Chris?"
But that way she can do her own live streams. Because she does Mary Kay makeup and stuff like that. And I said, would you like something like this? Like, this would be really cool. It's like a ring light with the camera and then like a 46-inch tripod. And it was like $20 on sale at Best Buy. And she goes, hell yeah, I would, because then not only can we use it for that, but we can use it for, we can use it for, her Pampered Chef stuff, which is another thing that she does on the side. Because we love Pampered Chef. So it's all different kinds of tools for the kitchen, from like the small stuff all the way up to like air fryers and cooking blenders and their blender is a cooking blender and a smoothie blender. It cooks and cools stuff down. It's really sweet. They have an ice cream maker. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things that I was like, okay, sweet, let's go do that. So the one steal that we got was the security camera for Google Nest was on sale for like $50 off. The other thing that I got for her, have you ever heard of Box Lunch, the store?
Box lunch?
Yeah. It's like if you go in there, you will nerd out hardcore because it's got all the pop culture stuff from
It sounds
the
familiar.
past 20 years.
Let me look at it. It sounds very familiar.
So I bought my wife a purse for her Christmas gift from there. That's Harry Potter themed. It's got the Deathly Hallows logo on the side, and then the handle has the Elder's Wand across it. Yes, Callie, you understand. Box Lunch is rad. And then we also
yeah, I've heard of this.
Yes,
this seems like a cool place.
so
I never shopped on it though.
and then I got
Well,
a
I'm gonna blame
Spider-Man
you if I
ugly
spend like
sweater.
$100 on this, Chris. Like Chris got me hooked.
That's where we spent the most money today, for ourselves, besides Best Buy, because obviously that was really expensive, that camera. But that's where we spent the most money for ourselves. But the cool thing about it is everything was buy one get one half off. So the $60 Spider-Man ugly sweater that I bought was half off because of the $80 Deathly Hallows purse that I bought for my wife. So I get something out of it. She gets something out of it. Sue me.
More her than you.
A little bit. But, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you're not one of those crazy Black Friday shoppers, right, Chris? Like, I'm not going to, see you on the news,
Nope.
why it started. Wait, I'm watching with my family. Oh, my God, I'm like, oh, my God, that's the guy I do live streams with.
That guy looks familiar.
He's
Weird.
You're toppling over a police car. I'm like, and then I'll be questioning my whole life decisions. Like, is that really Chris? If you could be like that, anyone could be like, oh,
Yep,
trying to get
that's me.
Legos. He went berserk just for this one pop.
I went what?
He went berserker. Watch it. It'd be funny if they start using comic book phrases just for you. He went berserker while saying something while yelling out boom. Or something. Now let's be jerky 8% off and I've never seen beef
That's a
jerky.
deal.
I want a kid over for some beef jerky. Oh damn, okay. I like how Callie Comics is new to the show and she is does not care.
Yeah. I also
Welcome to
love
the
that
show.
Callie Comics has a Silver Surfer because that's my second favorite anti-hero. I don't know what you would label Silver Surfer as anymore. Villain, hero,
he's a
something.
Silver Surfer. That's all you need.
Yeah. He's his own classification.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, yeah, I was going back on topic. Well, I like this. I think I meant to ask: do you think the wait times for CGC and cbcs are going to go down? Because I was thinking that, going back to the when question, when do I slab? Because I was kind of waiting, to wait for the wait times to go down. But now I'm thinking about it. Are they ever going to go down? Is it a waste of time for me to keep waiting if they will keep going? The wait times are going to keep going up. What's up, Black Comics?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I think because of COVID, and not because obviously people don't want to work, because obviously they've hired hundreds of people from what I've understood. I think wait times are going to go down eventually, but also I don't think that they've ever really been I guess the best way to put it is fast. You know what I mean? From what I remember from sending off my first ones pre-COVID, in August of 2019, it was a good 3 months. And I mean, that's what I kind of saw from CGC even during COVID. I think one of the hardest parts of all of it is that there's more collectors now because of the movies, DC and Marvel and Walking Dead and like all of those big things that have been coming out. And the fact that comics have really like just boosted in price for a numerous amount of reasons. I think that's going to be one of the reasons that we're seeing wait times kind of grow beyond that 60-day limit. But also back to the tiers, it's kind of interesting because you have to like look at the fast track. So a modern book is $22 to send to CGC right now, and then $15 per book to fast track, not per like stack of books. It's per book, which is crazy to me because it's like, okay, can't you just fast track all of them?
I think fast track would be like for like the whole, like an add-on for the whole thing.
Yeah. And then you've got economy, which is anything pre-1975 with a maximum value of $400 is $33 to send off. And that's also got fast track options of $15 per collectible.
And that's on top of like the membership fees too.
Yeah. And then you've got standard, which is $75 per collectible, and that's a maximum value of $1,000. And then express is 5 to 7 business days, max value of $3,000 for $120.
Yeah, what does it mean by max value? Does that mean what your comics are worth, or like how much you're paying to do that?
That's what the comic's worth. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
And the chat can correct me, and Alex, if you know this, you can correct me. But the more a comic is worth, the more it costs to slab it, because it's based on a sliding scale. So, like when a comic is worth like a Hulk 181, in order to slab that, it's a ton of money because there's a lot of insurance going into it.
I never thought about that, but that does make sense.
Yeah,
it's like if you're like, let's say you grade Amazing Fantasy number 15 or Action Comics number 1, yeah, that makes sense that they will charge you even more because like they want to make sure they're reliable, so you'll be paying a buttload of insurance. Yeah, I can imagine that being expensive. It costing much more to do it.
It does add up really fast.
Yeah, like
Wack, I'm kind of with you. Books that are old or books that are signed are really good books to slab.
oh yeah, like
we kind of started talking about like why we should slab, and I was saying mainly to preserve covers from artists that I really like, or books that I just think are going to be worth something someday if they're first appearances that are new, or just artists that I really like. One of the ones that I showed off was this New Avengers number 7, the first appearance of the Illuminati in Marvel canon. So I mean, that's just one reason why I like to slab is preserving those key books and then preserving covers that I really love. But yeah.
Well, I have a comic that is really old. If I could just find it through my stack of comics that I bought this weekend. Oh my god, I could tell you one of the coolest parts of Comic-Con was going through those dollar bins.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn. Like, I found these. Oh, this is really quick. I found these in a dollar bin. This Wolverine. This Wolverine I got because I love the cover.
Nice.
And this Wolverine.
I like that one.
Shiny. I thought I love doing the dollar bins. So let me see if I can find a comic like. Sorry, like that just reminds me of what Wack Comics said. Like, if they're old as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is old as as fuck. Because it's actually breaking apart. And it's like a high value comic if it was high grade.
Yeah.
But I got it for $1. Of course, it has to be on the bottom of the stack I have.
So, and then if you don't want to slab while you're looking for that, one of the other
Yeah.
things that I like to do is buy these. And these are
Ooh, what are those?
absolutely amazing. These are basically picture frames that allow for you to preserve a comic without spending a lot of money. And the coolest part about it is when you're tired of this comic being in there, which personally I'm never really going to get tired of looking at J. Scott Campbell's artwork.
We all know you're not going to get tired of that because of the red and black. I mean, just look at the color scheme alone. Color scheme alone will attract anyone.
The red and black.
Come on,
this
Chris.
is
I
one
thought
of
this
the
was a family
biggest...
show.
It stopped being a family show and Hoarder's Hide started talking.
Yeah.
This is one of the ways that you can cover the cost. And then, like I said, when you're done,
is it just for comics?
So it fits most comics. When you're done, you can just take the cover off and then change out the book. We had these up in my son's room for quite some time.
Hey Chris, can you send me a link to that when you have time? Because I'd like to check this out.
Yeah, I buy them straight through my local comic shop, so I'll try to find a link for them. I want to say they're like $8 to $12. They might have gone up in price recently.
That's a good price.
But yeah, it's nice because then you have a slab that you can change. How do you feel about single page slabs?
I'm thinking like if
Never heard of
it's
that.
like original art. Oh, here's the book. This book I've seen like it's a lot, but as you can see, fucking beating up for the $1. I was kind of mad because it was my mistake. Because you see the story with the R, it did not look like that. The whole thing was complete till the tape caught on it. Like no.
Yep.
That was my mistake. And then apparently this one is like a $200 book if it was like graded. Well, not graded, or graded high grade, but got this for $5.
That's awesome.
Marvel Tales #2, but it's like beaten up.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't until I got back to my hotel room. I was like, wait, this thing could be like how much is this? I didn't know it was a key. I just got it because it's old. It's like I like it.
Kaylee, I think you're gonna like this. One of the ones I'm thinking about sending off pretty soon is this beautiful cover.
Dude, I've been looking for that shit. Not one.
I'm a huge fan of Silver Surfer, like I said. Alex Ross did a great job on this, and I'm tempted. It's tough because I want to, but at the same time, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. If it's gonna be worth the money that I'm putting into slabbing it.
I just sold all my Alex Ross covers that I had.
Yeah.
Because at the time I needed money because something happened, so I started selling some comics. But
I don't know that they're ever going to get up in price. In all honesty,
I thought they would.
They're going to stay because they're such high print runs. I think they're going to stay right around that 100, maybe get up to 200.
I sold mine for 50, so
yeah,
it was a good price.
That's a good price for that.
Like I didn't have all of them. I had like 10 of them. Oh hell yeah! Oh shit!
This is
speaking of which,
one of my favorites.
Chris, keep goes up.
I would love to find the error variant, but I know that's like almost impossible.
Which one?
Up, Saturday Morning Comics?
The white one?
The black one.
Oh yeah. Keep goes up. Keep goes up, Chris. Damn it! Here we go.
Nice.
I love the shiny covers.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I have to say, Sam De La Rosa is really nice. He's a really nice guy.
That's a really nice cover too.
Yeah.
Or not signature on the cover. Like
I know.
Perfect signature placement.
I didn't know where he was going to sign, but I love that he signed there.
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy. We had a conversation. Really, really nice guy. We didn't know what to expect when meeting these artists, but all of them are really nice.
They're usually genuinely great guys.
I know, like Mike Warrior. He's the one that did some of Tarzan. He also worked with Jack Kirby on The Fourth World.
Okay.
Like he's really nice. DC Comics, if anyone knows who he is. Uh, like the second day, like I didn't have cash, but he offered to give me like the Fourth World Omnibus. He had one. He said it retails for 150. He said for $100 he will open it up because it was sealed, and he will sign it and sketch it for me.
That's
And I was
awesome.
like, God damn it, I didn't get it because like, dude, do you accept cord? He's like, no. Fuck, I just used all my cash. It's like, damn it. I wish he would have mentioned that to me like the first. I didn't see it on the first day he was there.
It is a very good decision to bring cash to a Comic-Con.
I did. I bought a lot of cash.
If you do not bring cash, you will spend so much more money at a Comic-Con because you're just gonna start finding stuff. You're like, oh my god, I need this, I need this, I need this.
I found that too. Like cash keeps you keeps you
on budget.
Like, yeah, it keeps you on, but like discipline.
Yeah.
It keeps you like on track of things. Like this is how much cash I have, and everything. Like this is how much you have. It keeps you responsible.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I have a
Had the
blank.
artist sign with their non-dominant hand. He looked at me funny and asked, "Can I do the sketch that way as well?" My eyes got huge as I said, "Hell yes." Please, please, please send me that sketch on Instagram. I would love to see it.
I want to see that too. Damn.
As long as it didn't come out the way that a lot of those other books that came out that we talked about a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah. Oh, so fun. I love that conversation. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Saturday Morning Comics. What's up, homie? Yeah, that seems cool.
And this is still my favorite CGC meme of all time.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Chris, I saw my very first Gem Mint comic.
Oh yeah?
I held it in my hands.
That's awesome. I've never actually seen one in person.
I've
seen a few on Instagram and Facebook and all of that, but never seen one in person.
I was so happy. I held it in my hands. I even asked him, like, "Yo, can you take a picture of this?" And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead." And it's this aliens sacrifice.
That's so cool.
And I think, oh my god, I love aliens. $300. I was like, man,
Nice.
if only I was loaded, I would have bought in it.
That's a good question, Cali Comics. Shit, what is my Instagram? I always forget.
Who can find it first, me, Quiz, or me? It's the Comics Lounge.
Yep.
All over.
Because after making that, after making the channel and whatnot, we ended up finding out that we're not the only Comics Lounge.
Oh yeah, there's a Comedy Lounge. There's what else? Isn't like the other ones?
There's another channel called the Comic Lounge. Only no S, and apparently that's where a lot of my subs go.
And then they're thinking like, what the hell? This guy's not selling comics. Like, and then Chris never gets any more customers because they think he's a fake.
Yep. You know, it is what it is. But
Chris could have been at 1,000 subscribers.
Last few books that I'm thinking about sending off. This Venom cover.
Oh, shut up close. Damn.
The detail and stuff is just phenomenal. That is, I think it's a Clayton Crane cover. Yep.
It looks like Clayton Crane.
Yeah, Clayton Crane did that one. This one, I can't remember why it's significant, but it's Prelude to Infinity, New Avengers 8.
New Avengers?
Yeah.
I looked that up and see that what significant is.
And it's from the Hickman run.
You know what year or volume that was?
I do not. I think it's from 2015.
Okay, so it might be New Avengers Volume 3.
I think so.
Oh, here we go. I found it. First partial team appearance of the Black Order, aka Cole Obsidian, a ruthless mercenary task force to serve Thanos. First appearance of Proxima Midnight. First appearance of Black Dwarf. First appearance of First appearance of Ebony Maw. Supergiant does not appear in the physical copy of New Avengers number 8, but does appear in the digital version. What the fuck? That's so weird. Sorry, it's that last part. The
Yeah,
character
that
can
is weird.
appear in the physical copy, but in the digital copy, fucking like. That
So
makes sense now.
this was from that Spider-Man booth mystery box that I got.
Mhm.
I was so happy to open that because I saw that it was New Avengers 8, and I was like, oh, that's gonna follow up my New Avengers 7, and I found out it was from 2 totally different runs, but it was still
Oh wow, some of these covers are nice.
and
Number
then
9 and number 10 are nice. Yeah.
this one we talked about because I'm a huge fan of
Mhm.
Gleason. I want to send that one off. Kind of waiting to see if he does like a signing or something because I
Yeah,
would
we're
like to
still
have
waiting
that signed.
to get him on the show.
Yeah. That if anyone knows Pat Gleason and can get him on the show, please have him
Cali
contact me.
Comics. Cali
think
Comics
what-
is probably gonna reveal him or herself as like being a relative.
That'd be so cool. I really want to get this signed in like right down here in a black or not black,
Lucky
red,
Cali
white, and blue
Comics?
pen, kind of the way that Clayton Crane does his signature in a rainbow pen. But have it like start off red, white, and then blue. I think that'd be so cool on these covers.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
And then the other one is Moon Knight number 1.
That's a
I
variant,
love this
right?
cover. Yeah, this is variant. I can't remember who did it.
Number 12.
I have no idea what signature that is.
Oh, all I know is that that's the comic that helped me figure out what Legacy was.
Yes, it is.
Because
it makes absolutely no sense.
I was on an Instagram post, and I was like, that was the day I figured out what a Legacy was.
Del Auto, there you go.
Del Auto. Oh, is it Del Auto or is it Del Auto?
I thought it's Del Auto. Del
Maybe
Auto?
I just pronounced it. I always thought it was Del. I guess because I think at the time I was learning Japanese and I pronounced it Oto. I thought it sounded cool. Yeah, I could be totally fucking wrong.
Kaylee, we were talking about the first print of 55, and I do have it, but it was damaged while I was reading it. I was reading it, and usually I lay it flat on my desk, and I didn't. I had it in my hands, and I got a fingerprint smear on the cover that just makes me feel like the biggest noob in the world, because usually... Yeah.
So many times, Chris, because your fingerprint's on there.
Yeah, it's a very rare copy. I will say that. And the funny thing is like the fingerprint smear is right in the middle of his eye.
Yeah. It'd be funny if you're like super famous. Or like or if like Patrick Gleason did his finger on it. Not only you get his signature, you get his thumbprint. Yeah, but Cali Comics, I have I have the first print, second print, and third print. Thumbless. It does not have any thumb mark on it. Yeah, it's cool. I love seeing like the white, and blue, or white, blue.
But yeah, I mean that's the reason why I like to slab. Those are kind of like the overarching stuff that I do with slabbing. It's a ton of fun because I get to preserve the books for my kids later on, and then I get to eventually, when I have a nicer lounge than this, and I get to have like maybe an office area or something like that, where I actually have a wall behind me and not just some bookshelves, I can start putting them up on the wall and do some fun stuff with that.
Sorry, the camera angle makes everything like weird. Like if I go this way, it goes the other way.
Oh yeah, I know. One of these days, I'm gonna learn which way to turn to show off what I'm actually talking about. I was trying to turn
this way, I was like, oh shit, like it's. Yeah. Yep. Damn it. Oh wait, and there we go. Cali Comics, what Seinfeld episode are you talking about? I've never seen Seinfeld. There's just too much whiteness. I'm kidding.
But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you gotta slab for your own reasons. I know that might not be what you want to hear as a conclusion to all of this, but if you like art and you want to preserve that, slab it up. If you don't want to spend the money to slab, I would definitely say buy one of these picture frames They're absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I didn't know
Even,
those were an option. Like, I want to get those now. Just 'cause yeah.
One of the coolest things that my neighbor did, who is also a comic collector, is he actually got a custom-made picture frame for Rick and Morty 1 through 5.
I knew it.
Because
I knew it was the Rick and Morty guy.
They're a connecting variant.
Oh,
so
really?
he has all of them next to each other, connected together. It's so cool. I need to take a picture of it and post it to Instagram one of these days.
You do.
But yeah, I mean, those are the reasons why I slab. Alex went through his. If you're just finding this, go check out the replay. We would love to talk in the comments after the fact if that's where you end up finding this video. And can't wait to see you guys next Friday. Same bad time, same bad place.
Wow, I thought this was a good place. Well, I guess it's good if there's no hoarders.
Yeah.
If it's bad, then it's bad when hoarder shows up.
And then, as always, if you want to pick up a hoodie, go check out our store, teespring.com/stores/the comics lounge.
There you go. Check out his shirts. I'm going to get this white eventually.
There's like 5 different versions. You can call them variants if you want.
You get them slabbed too. You can get the shirt slabbed at a 9.8 or better.
That would be so cool if they did a connecting slab.
Weren't we just talking about that, Chris? Like one of the shows ago. Like, would it be so awesome to have a connecting slabs? Because you can't. It looks weird when you get like connecting covers slabbed separately. Then you can't like.
Because there's like that awkward negative space in the middle, and it's like, is it really a connecting variant? Do they match up?
I'll pay extra for that extra plastic.
For sure.
Like if they're paying you money, might as well make it.
Yeah, as long as the wells are separated, so the books don't slide all together.
Yeah,
that would really suck, but yeah, I think it'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Oops, go ahead.
Good night, everyone. I like the way you the way you phrase it. Slab for your own reasons.
Definitely.
Because I think that will help you really solidify what books you want to. Because you can't slap them all. Unless you're like the king or something. Like, you find trillions of dollars or something. It's like Elon Musk status or Jeff Bezos status. By all means, slap everything you get.
Peace out, Kelly. Good to see you. I hope you subscribe and come check us out next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tolerating our shenanigans.
Always. Have a good one, everyone.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming, Alex.